Okay. So let us begin. So before we start today, we can start with a few rounds of just a deep breathing sessions, as we do with the Vijnana Bhairava's teachings. Start with few deep breathing and exhalation. With the inhalation, we say mentally ha, and exhalation, we say sa. Ha, sa. It's the word for hamsa. Sa, inhale, sa, exhale. Inhale, sa, exhale. So a few rounds of that. And then feel that gap in between the breath and try to feel that pause as you inhale, feel that gap, that space where the mind comes to quietude. And as you exhale with the sound of sa, feel that gap. And then as we exhale a couple of times with the sound of ha, like that, and just feel that. Exhale out again and feel that complete letting go when you have that breath and a little bit of sigh kind of sound. So a few more rounds of deep inhalation and exhale with that sound of ha. And feel that openness, feel that pause and resting in that. Now, with that state of rest, we start our meditation with a prayer, invoking the blessings and also expressing our aspiration for the deepest truth, the truth that sets us free, the reality which brings us. Om Asatoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us have that deep aspiration, deep intention to realize that truth, gain that immortality in this very life, to realize that supreme reality which is our own self, our own being. The ultimate reality, the truth we want to discover is right within us, our own beingness. And everything else is relative. All our daily experiences, the daily perception we have of everything. So for today, we will contemplate on this. So first, just try to feel that state of beingness, just resting in that normal state of our own awareness. All experiences of perception, thoughts, feelings, just like coming and going. And we abide as the mere observer, distinct from all that is observed. The Vijnana Bhairava tells us that all this manifest world of our experiences, they're all nothing like an illusion, like a magic show or a painting. So this whole world that we are experiencing is like a movie show that comes and goes. Like in a movie, if we just watch, we don't have control over the script or what is happening. Similarly, the outer events of our life are coming and going. We don't know how we got to where we got. If we look at our childhood, what led us to become this person, or where we are, in what relationship we are, in what place we are. Just a series of events that just unfolds. Just like when you start a dream, you don't know how you got into that dream. Why were you in that same position in that dream where it started off? Similarly, although the mind tends to relate to a sense of continuity, there is really no series of events. They're just happening, unfolding, appearing. People come, people go. We don't have really control. We ourselves move from one place to another. And even this thing that somebody else is controlling me is just a notion. People are just acting based on their own patterns, causes, conditions coming together, creating this seeming world of experiences. Neither do we have control, nor are we controlled. So all this phenomena of the world is just appearing and disappearing. And it's the mind which is experiencing this. The mind is not just experiencing it, it's all creating this. So this whole phenomena of everything rising and falling is just a mind construct. So in that sense, that subject which we say, which is the mind, is in itself a phenomena that is observable. But mind, which is the subject of all our experiences, is itself a phenomena that comes and goes. This relationship between the mind and the world creates a sense of movie. And then we get involved, just as how when you're watching a movie, we feel that we are going through different emotions: excitement, pain, grief. Similarly, it is that mind which has developed this relationship with that objects, and all these experiences are happening. That's why this scripture says, Grahya Grayaka Samvittihi Samanya Sarvadehinam Yoginam tu Visheshosti Sambandhe Savadhanata. So this experience of subject and object, I am the experience of all of that that is happening. It's a natural thing for everyone. But those who are wise, who are yogis, become aware of this. So awareness is the first portal to freedom. And the thing that triggers that awareness is the wisdom. So the ultimate happiness we are seeking, or that freedom from this movie world that we are experiencing, the illusory world, based on our awareness and our wisdom. Awareness of not just the objective world, but that subjective experiencer which gives a reality to the world, and the relationship between the subject and object. So take a few minutes to again contemplate with this reality, with this perspective that all this world is nothing but a magic show, a movie like illusion, a dream like reality, as this sutra says, Indriya Jala Mayam Vishwam. So everything is just experienced by our senses and mind. And it's like a web that has been cast by our own ignorance, our own mind. So the mind is creating all these fictions. And when you hold that, you will actually see that things are just happening on their own. A series of conditions and causes are coming and manifesting. And we are just like a audience sitting in a movie theater, watching everything happening. And our own body and our own mind is part of this that is being witnessed. So just rest now in that being, allow that natural mananam we have done to bring us to mere this sense of being aware, resting in this awareness. All the wisdom of the scriptures and the masters are there, and they point to that one reality of our own being. So let us try to rest in that, being aware, being a mere witness, abiding in that self is that supreme happiness. The ups and downs of the movie of our life are never satisfying. The more we put the mind there, the more we experience those trials and challenges, the more we rest in our own being, we discover that supreme happiness. Sukhot Kamaha, as it says, we go to that state of supreme happiness. For the final few minutes, let us bring a state of peace and gratitude, a sense of humble acknowledgement for all these teachings from all the tradition of teachers, for pointing to that supreme non-dual reality of self, of supreme, that frees us from all this dualistic or multiplicity of the world. The more we can be in a state of gratitude, the more we give importance. If we stay in the state of taking for granted, then we tend to neglect it. And at the very first opportunity, we will go back to our worldly ways of thinking, worldly ways of perceiving reality, and again experiencing the same suffering and challenges in the web of this world. So, as we say our closing prayer, let us also make a deep intention to hold on to that state of vision of seeing everything today and the days to come as an illusory world of interaction, while we continue doing what we need to do, yet we hold to that impression of not getting too excessively obsessed and involved mentally, internally with the world. To see it just as an illusion, a movie that we are just going in, experiencing, and coming out, realizing that nothing has ever happened. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.